guy built a hang glider. His name was Ator. People thought it was magic. Nope. Just science. Well, looks like we're going for the pharmacy here. Tailspin and Harry Hook. Fair Mercy. EnvyUs, of course, one of the teams that traditionally enjoyed running that quite a bit. Still certainly can. Coco on the Zenyatta this time around. Taimu on the Hanzo. So really interesting composition if we see them stick with this. Of course, no tanks at all on EnvyUs right now. So I think we're probably going to see a bit of a change. There we go. Taimu on the Road Dog. He's sort of a tank, but okay. You know, they told us, we were talking to him earlier, they told us they were gonna have some interesting stuff for us today.
Coco's not going to stick on to the Zenyatta, but they are going to be rolling with that Reinhardt. So more of a standard composition, like you say. Tailspin known for his Pharah play.
Got to be careful though, taking a couple shots from that Anna. He's got the heal from Harry Hook coming in though. Mighty Storm going for a pretty normal defense here.
Yeah, fellow at least on the McCree, so they have a way to deal with this, but Rung Rung actually just going to get picked off by Tailspin right at the start.
Tailspin easily one of the best fares, if not the best fare in the world, and he's really making Mighty Storm feel it already.
And behind Chloe right now, he's going to get a lot of free shots off.
Wow, it's a field day as Chloe goes down. That barrage already built up by Tailspin. Fellow taken out right as the Deadeye comes up. There's a barrage, a couple more kills, and EnvyUs going to take this first point easily, it looks like.
Well, they still have to deal with Jack. Nano Boost falls off, though, and right out of the Wraith form, there's a rocket to the face. And they just couldn't actually deal with the Pharah. Then we saw EnvyUs get over the top, into the top halls, and they had no really method to deal with the flank right there. Nano Boost did build up pretty quickly for SIP thanks to the Pharah poke, but wasn't enough. Too many people had already died on the side of Mighty Storm, and there you go.
Okay.
Nice shot there from Felho, switching it up. Actually finding that kill with the Mei instead of the McCree.
Yep, happens every once in a while. Doesn't really slow down EnvyUs too much. They've got the ability to nano boost Coco here if they want to. Internet hull caps that Blizzard built up on Mei as well, of course. Oh, nice hook on the Fellow. Taimu getting the pick there, and there's nano boost as they send Reinhardt in. The one pick on the Mei, and they know this is an opportunity to push most of the way to point two. They will take advantage of it. Jack
just falling back right there.
Yep.
Trying to deal with damage he can from range. Not easy on the Reaper, but since Envy had saved their nano boost, they could get a little bit of a free push right there. The kill initially on the Tailspin really didn't slow them down. It also Envy down because the payload was still coming out of the garage. So they didn't lose any time.
You know, I feel like I've seen... Okay, never mind. Jack coming in now with that Death Blossom. Gets two. Nice hold. Gets another one with that nano boost going after Taimu now. Gets a kill onto that Roadhog, and so the hold will happen. I believe. Yep. Able to finally do that. As the final kills come in, Tailspin slept and then killed off. So it will be a near complete team wipe in favor of Mighty Storm, and they will prevent EnvyUs from taking that second point for the moment anyway.
Yeah, I wonder if Tailspin's going to stick on this far right now. Looks like he's going to commit to it. Did use the barrage right at the end and got slept, so not a lot of efficiency out of that ultimate.
Yeah. You know, what I was going to say is that it seems like Jack finds himself in a position where he's holding onto these ultimates for a long, long time. And I'm not sure if it's hesitancy or team coordinations that's the issue, but we saw him sit a long time on that pulse bomb on Tracer and not really getting a lot of use out of it. Sat around on the Reaper ult as well. Finally did get some work done with it just a moment ago. Has it again already, so we'll see if he can be a little bit more aggressive with that going forward. Graviton Surge used. They try to make another play onto EnvyUs here. Jack comes in. Gets pushed away by that whole hog. It's Taimu. Tries to keep this push alive. It's going to be tough, though. Nano boost onto the Reinhardt as Chloe goes in for a few more kills. Jack into the back lines now. It's going to be another clean hold for Mighty Storm. So finally stabilizing a bit here on King's Row.
Yeah, this is bad for Envy, too. Taimu doesn't have the ultimate up any longer, and Mighty Storm was able to build up 4 ults. They held on to Jax for that push, didn't actually need it, as they nano boosted the Reinhardt instead.
Tailspin switching over to that McCree now, though. So.
I think that's smart. I think the Pharah is not going to be working any longer at this point, so you got to get something that will actually be able to... Whoop, let's see how this goes.
That's a big blizzard coming down. Chip Salen already getting taken out immediately with that engage from Mighty Storm. Looks like they're going to finish off Taimu as well. And another clean hold. Just a good comboing of that Death Blossom after the blizzard.
Yep. Team kill right there, but 3 ults used. They holding on to the sound barrier. Envy, they're just trying to build up charge, though. They've been delayed pretty significantly at this stage.
Well, they're in that awkward position on King's Row where it's a pretty long run back to where the point is, and it's pretty much impossible to engage this in a way where your opponent won't see you coming first. Kind of just have to bum rush it.
Nice
Maywall may help out. They're going to get the kill on the Clo right away. Good start for EnvyUs there. Chips a little bit low. Got to be careful protecting that Ana. As they push ahead onto the payload now, nano boost used. We'll see if they can get anything done with it as Coco gets his own nano boost from EnvyUs. As that Earth Shatter ready, gonna drop it immediately. Gets the kill onto Jack, the Reaper out of commission. Looks like EnvyUs finally ready to push his payload, potentially all the way to the end point B.
They're gonna get it all the way down there, just making sure that nobody's gonna get to this. Chloe in a bit of trouble on the front line, but thanks to Reinhardt and Zarya Shield, will be able to stay up.
Well, it was a really good split from Tailspin to cut Chloe off from the rest of his team, and when they were able to get that 6v5, that's really what allowed them to take the point.
Made it significantly easier. They only had one nano boost target at that point, and it was Jack on the Reaper, but more work done by Coco during his own nano boost.
Graviton Surge uses Taimu, gets in the back line as well with the Reaper ultimate, gets 3 combined for the team, and he's going to go deep. EnvyUs wants to push this the rest of the way right now.
They're going to try for it, and the wall looked like it was going to be good, but it actually pinned multiple members from Mighty Storm and allowed them to get an even easier Death Blossom off.
Yeah, well, Chloe very, very low on that Reinhardt. Now the Blizzard going down in favor of Mighty Storm. Harry Hook drops the sound barrier to try to keep his team alive. Gets frozen, gets taken out eventually by Fellow here. Mighty Storm looks like they might be able to hold, but we'll see what the nano boost on Taimu has to say about that. Going in onto Fellow now. Fellow, oh, actually they got the sleep dart onto Taimu. Somehow he survives, but no, finally taken out by that Mei. Chip Sailing goes down as well. Looks like EnvyUs going to be stuffed. Tailspin back on the McCree once again.
That was so close to being a disaster right there when they woke up Taimu while he was still nano boosted. They do finish off the kill before you can get any more for the side of EnvyUs. Try and push forward once again, but so much committed there by Envy. Coco's going to have a hell of an Earth Shatter.
Yeah, wall comes in from Mighty Storm. As they defend here, and nano boost onto Clo, gets Earth Shatter immediately pinned again by Reinhardt. Nice play from Coco to mitigate that. He does go down. Taimu very low though on that Reaper for the moment. Kills coming in for EnvyUs. They've got a good start on this push. Taimu with that Death Blossom might be able to finish this one off. Going in, not opposed by anybody. Gets the kills. Yoshi falling to his death on that Zarya, and that is going to be the end of it. EnvyUs takes the 3rd point. 56 seconds remaining. They got the job done. Mighty Storm holding for a little bit longer than expected, but didn't stop EnvyUs in the end.
The shutdown on the nano boosted Reinhardt was so clutch there at the end. They responded immediately to the nano boost with the Earth Shatter into a charge, straight into a sleep dart.
Yeah.
No work able to be done from Mighty Storm, and that set up the 6v5 that allowed them to get that final push underway. So good teams. You usually have to use several forms of CC to outlast the nano boost. It can be difficult to execute, but when you do, it takes the wind right out of the Ana's sails.
So that's a 2-0 for EnvyUs. Our final map coming up after a short break, and Mighty Storm, you know, kind of like we were expecting, looking a little bit outclassed. I suppose they do have a chance to play offense too on this map, don't they?
Yeah, don't write them off yet, though. Envy didn't have the world's best time either. They got held up between points 1 and 2 for a pretty significant portion of the game. Envy on defense, and Harry Hook is on Soldier.
Yeah, we'll see if he sticks on it.
I mean, he's definitely sticking on it.
I suppose. You know, I've been saying this since the tournament began. I still like Soldier. He brings a lot of utility, obviously, to compositions defensively. Provides a little bit extra healing. Provides quite a bit of mid-range damage. And on a map like this, sure, why not? If you've got the ability to track well with a hit scan character, give Soldier a try.
And we know Harry Hook definitely has those skills. For a guy who primarily plays Lucio, his aim is absolutely incredible.
You know, so technically they're going to be running triple tank with 1 support and 1 off support, I suppose you could say, in Soldier. A little bit of an interesting variation, but seems reasonable.
It's also because you have Mei and Roadhog with the ability to heal themselves. So they should have enough healing with this composition, combined with the Biotic Field and the darts from Ana. So it's a clever comp right here. Definitely a lot of upfront damage. Good pick capabilities too with the May wall and the hook.
A fellow getting in the back lines, he's trying to...
I mean, they're not expecting a soldier right here for sure.
Yeah, I don't think so. SIP on the Zenyatta. A lot of pushing power, of course, on that hero. Fellow just charging up the Dragon Blade by trying to land those left clicks. Hanging out on the statue of Mandata. And Harry Hook again. We'll see what he can do on this Soldier 76. Ooh, a hook
Goodbye.
onto Fellow. Taimu claims first blood in this match.
Yeah, look at the high ground placement too. Roadhog tanky enough that
close.
if they come up the right side right there and try and challenge him on the high ground, he'll be able to take those hits. And with the soldier placement, if anybody comes over like the Genji or a Winston, they can immediately be hooked off of the soldier like we just saw.
Yeah.
It is in range of the Roadhog hook. So interesting positioning here from EnvyUs on point one, but they've got all their bases covered.
Now the wall from Tailspin just cutting off Chloe, it looks like, on that Winston, not lasting long. More kills coming in. Jack manages to take down Internet Hulk in the back as he goes way, way far away here.
Harry Hook trying to find Jack in the back line, but Taimu doing a good job of zoning him out so far.
Well, Jack just trying to disrupt maybe some of the spawns for EnvyUs. Is now Mighty Storm pushing again. They're going to try to blank. Jack does have that Pulse Bomb going in. Can he get the stick onto Taimu? Looks like he did, but Taimu healing. Actually, that Pulse Bomb looked like it may have missed. Harry Hook going deep now, but goes down immediately. Doesn't get his ultimate up in time. And EnvyUs in a little bit of trouble here as Fellow comes in with the Dragon Blade. Nice Zarya shield onto Roadhog. He lives for now, and Internet Hulk getting a bit of revenge on the Cyber Ninja. Yoshi very low on that. Zarya drops the Graviton Surge, but not getting a lot of follow-up. And there we go. 4 kills for Internet Hulk. Gets the nano boost. Gets the team wipe. That's 5 now.
Yeah, we're talking about a nano-boosted Zarya at 100 energy combined with the Graviton Surge, and then you throw in the Whole Hog because getting damage down on Whole Hog is usually the problem because of the knockback.
I heard a hook.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the knockback when everybody's sucked into the middle of a Graviton Surge. So that's probably about one of the highest damage combos you can get in Overwatch, Doa.
It's not bad. You combine the Blizzard with that too. You're not going anywhere, yeah. Harry Hook has the visor available for his Soldier 76. And here we go, another push from Mighty Storm, gonna send the Winston in right away. Yoshi with the shield on him and try to keep him alive. Gets a good angle onto the Reinhardt, but yep, you're right, kills in the back lines as Coco takes down Fellow. Harry Hook coming around the side, and that Soldier just provides so much extra damage that you're not used to handling when you're attacking this point on King's Row. I love this adaptation.
Yeah, it's definitely something we've seen in the past from Envy. Soldier, not the highest priority in the meta right now. If you're looking for long-range hit scan, normally people go over and try and take that McCree instead, but I think it's good when you're not running a support, he gets a biotic field.
Well, I think, all right, so we see another push. Oh, Taimu gets a Lucio, does not hit that left click, though. Sound barrier does go down. That may sustain the push for the moment as Mighty Storm tries to finally make this work. Taimu coming in, though. That left click so strong, it's going to be another hold for EnvyUs as this fight finishes off. Nice right click on a Rumor, but what I was going to say is EnvyUs has done a good job identifying what Mighty Storm can do, and really all Mighty Storm seems to be able to do is just dive you. They just get aggressive and they try to get in your face. And one thing that's really hard to do is run at the Soldier 76. It's hard to approach him in these defensive situations because he'll just unload right in your face, right? So, if you can't do that, what are you going to do? I think EnvyUs just kind of has a Mighty Storm style hard counter here.
Yeah, attack visor coming in. He can't run away on a Tracer. He should not have tried to keep fighting that at all.
He's got him in his sights, and I think EnvyUs has the win in their sights here on King's Row as well, as Harry Hook picking up another couple of finishing kills. SIP in the back lines, the Hook misses, and that's it. GG, EnvyUs. Full hold on point A, and they will win a clean 3-0 here on King's Row.
Yeah, some room for error there, too.